My 5 favorite Data scenes in Star Trek movies. Ranked. Lieutenant Commander Data was always more than just a machine. Over 7 seasons and 4 movies, the golden-skinned android became one of the most beloved characters in Star Trek. Portrayed by Brent Spiner with warmth, wit, and pathos, Data's journey to understand humanity gave us some of the franchise's most emotional and memorable moments. Across the Next Generation films, he was often at the heart of the story, sometimes literally. From comic beats to heartbreaking sacrifice, here are my 5 favorite Data scenes in the Star Trek movies, ranked. 5. I am fully functional. Star Trek. First Contact. In a movie packed with intense drama and dark themes about assimilation and identity, First Contact still found time for a bit of cheeky humor, and it came from none other than Data. When the Borg Queen attempts to seduce Data by grafting living skin onto his mechanical body, she awakens a deeply human vulnerability within him. In a moment that's equal parts awkward and hilarious, Data calmly informs the Queen that he is fully functional, programmed in multiple techniques. It's a callback to an earlier episode of TNG, but in the context of this deadly cat and mouse game between machine and machine, the line takes on a twisted intimacy. This scene stands out for showing how Data's attempts to understand humanity can lead him into both philosophical and, well, unexpectedly romantic territory. 4. Lock and Load. Star Trek. Insurrection. Insurrection may not be everyone's favorite Star Trek film, but Data's moments in it are quietly effective. One standout scene is during the mission to rescue the Baku from being forcibly relocated. Armed and ready, Data strides into the situation in full tactical mode, giving us a rare look at the android as a warrior. What makes the moment memorable is not just the action itself, but how the film leans into Data's innocence. He's all business, but without the aggression of a typical soldier. He simply sees protecting innocent lives as the logical and moral course. It's a brief but cool moment that shows off a different side of him, efficient, brave, and strangely serene in the face of danger. 3. I cannot allow this to continue. Star Trek. Nemesis. Say what you want about Nemesis, but it gave Data one final, brilliant moment of courage. In the climactic sequence, when Shinzen's deadly Thalaran weapon is moments from destroying the Enterprise, Picard beams aboard the enemy ship to stop it. But it's Data who ultimately saves the day. After leaping through space from the Enterprise using a shuttle's hull as a springboard, Data finds Picard and forces him back to safety, before destroying the weapon at the cost of his own life. It's a raw and powerful moment. Data, always curious about what it meant to be human, finally understood sacrifice. He didn't hesitate, didn't overanalyze, and didn't need an order. He made a choice, because it was right. The tearful reactions from the crew afterward only deepen the emotional weight. It's a beautiful end to a beautiful character arc, one that still brings fans to tears. 2. To feel the emotion is not worth risking the lives of others. Star Trek. Generations. Generations was a transitional film in many ways, and for Data, it marked a major development, the activation of his long-sought-after emotion chip. Predictably, the results were chaotic. At first, Data is overwhelmed, paralyzed by fear, and even annoyingly enthusiastic. But one key moment, buried in the middle of the movie, shows just how deep his programming and values go. After being unable to perform his duties during a crisis due to emotional overload, Data begins to doubt himself. But when Geordi's life is endangered, Data suppresses the chip, realizing that his emotions aren't worth more than his friend's safety. The way he says the line, with regret, resolve, and just a hint of sadness, demonstrates how far he's come. It's a quiet but pivotal turning point, proving that even when he's struggling with newfound humanity, Data still puts others first. 1. Goodbye. Star Trek. Nemesis B4 scene. While Data's dramatic death in Nemesis was powerful, the most moving moment came just minutes later. In the film's epilogue, Captain Picard visits B4, Data's primitive brother, and tries to come to terms with the loss. As they talk, B4 begins humming Blue Skies, a song Data once sang. It's subtle. There's no confirmation that Data's memories or soul live on, but the implication is clear, a part of him remains.